Lesson B2. Cornucopia Learning Course. Audiobook 2. Letter B. Listen and read your book. B. By N. P. L. Bees. Bees, the second letter of the English alphabet. B. N1. A grade indicating above average but not outstanding work. 2. Chemistry boron. 3. Music, the seventh tone in the scale of C major, adjective inferior to the best, a class B motion picture. B. 1 bachelor. 2. Baseball. A. Base. B. Baseman. 3. Music, base. 4. Born. BA Chemistry barium. BA. Bachelor of Arts. BAA. N. 6. Echoic bleat. Baal. Wal. N. Hebrew. 1 An ancient Semitic fertility god. 2. An idol. Babel. Spanish, balbucier. 6. Bled, wing. Echoic. 1. To talk like a small child, prattle. 2. To talk foolishly or too much. 3. To murmur, as a brook. Vt. To say incoherently or foolishly. N1. Incoherent vocal sounds. 2. Foolish talk. 3. A murmuring sound, babbler. N. Babe. Spanish, tenura. N1. A baby. 2. A naive or helpless person, also babe in the woods. 3. Slang, a girl or young woman. Babel. Spanish, Torre de Babel, Bible, a city thwarted in building a tower to heaven when God created a confusion of tongues, also a confusion of voices, sounds, etc., or the scene of this. Baboon. N. Father. Baboon, ape, fool. A large, fierce, short-tailed monkey of Africa and Arabia, with a dog-like snout. Babushka. N. Rus, grandmother, a woman's scarf worn on the head and tied under the chin. Baby. Spanish, bebe. N. P1. Bees me Bobby. 1. A very young child, infant. 2. One who acts like an infant. 3. A very young animal. 4. The youngest or smallest in a group. 5. Slang. A girl or young woman. B. Any person or thing, adjective. 1. Of or for an infant. 2. Very young. 3. Small, of its kind. 4. Childish. Vt. Bead, buying to pamper, coddle, babyhood. N. Babyish, adjective. Baby beef, meat from a prime heifer or steer that is 1 to 2 years old. Baby carriage, a light carriage for wheeling a baby about, also baby. Grand, a small grand piano. Babylon. Spanish, Babylonia, capital of Babylonia, famous for luxury. Babylonia. Ancient empire in SW Asia. Babylonian, adjective. N. Baby's breath. A plant with small, delicate, white or pink flowers. Babysitter. Spanish, ninera, a person hired to take care of a child or children, as when the parents are away for the evening. Babysit. 6. Sitting. Baccalaureate. Baccalaureato. N. ML Baccalaureus, young noble seeking knighthood. 1. The degree of Bachelor of Arts, or Science, etc. 2. An address delivered at a commencement. Baccarat. Spanish, juego. N. Father, a gambling game played with cards. Bacchanal. Spanish, bacchano. N1. A worshipper of Bacchus. 2. A drunken carouser. 3. A drunken orgy. Bacchanal, an adjective. N. Bacchus. Bacchus, the Greek and Roman god of wine and revelry. Bach. Johann Sebastian 1685–1750, GER, organist and composer. Bachelor. Spanish, licenciado, N. ML Baccalaris, see Baccalaureate 1. An unmarried man 2. One who is a Bachelor of Arts, or Science etc., Bachelorhood in Bachelor of Arts. Spanish, Licenciado en Bellas Artes, etc. 1. A degree given by a college or university to one who has completed a 4-year course in the humanities, or in science, etc. 2. One who has this degree bachelor's button a plant with showy white, pink, or blue flowers, as the cornflower. Bacillus. Bacillo, N. Pl. Chilus 1L. Baculum, little stick 1. Any of a genus of rod-shaped bacteria 2. Loosely, any bacterium bacillary adjective. Back. Espalda, espaldar, retorno, N1. The rear part of the body from the nape of the neck to the end of the spine 2. The backbone 3. A part that supports or fits the back 4. The rear part or reverse of anything 5. Sports a player or position behind the front line adjective 1. At the rear 2. Remote 3. Of or for the past, back pay /4 backward adv 1 at 2, or toward the rear 2 to or toward a former condition time, etc. 3. In reserve or concealment 4. In return or requital pay him back. VT 1 to move backward 2 to support 3 to bet on 4 to provide or be a back for to go backward back and forth backward and forward back down to withdraw from a position or claim back off, or away, etc., to move back, or away etc., back out, of, 1 to withdraw from an enterprise 2 to evade. Keeping a promise, etc. Back up 1. To support 2. To move backward 3. To accumulate because of restricted movement, traffic backed up, go back on clock 1. To be disloyal to, betray 2. To fail to keep, one's word etc., turn one's back on 1. To turn away from, as in contempt 2. To abandon back/ache/n an ache or pain in the back backbite 6. 6. Bitten or bit, bidding to slander, someone absent, backbiter and backboard and aboard it or forming the back of something, especially. Basketball the board behind the basket backbone N1. The spine 2. A main support 3. Willpower, courage, etc. Backbreaking adjective very tiring backdrop N1. A curtain. Often scenic, at the back of a stage 2. Background or setting backer N1. A patron, supporter 2. One who bets on a contestant backfield N. Football the players behind the line, especially, the offensive unit backfire, N1. The burning out of a small area. As in a forest, to check the spread of a big fire 2. Premature explosion in an internal combustion engine 3. Reverse explosion in a gun 6. Fired, tying 1. To explode as a backfire 2. To go wrong or boomerang. As a plan. Backbenches. N. Spanish, diputado, deputy, one who rule laws with government authority in Congress. Backgammon. N. Backgammon, game a game for 2, with dice governing, moves of pieces on a special board. Background. Spanish, trasfondo, N1. The distant part of a scene 2. Surroundings, sounds, data, etc. behind or subordinate to something 3. One's training and experience 4. Events leading up to something backhand N1. Handwriting that slants up to the left 2. A backhand catch, stroke, etc. Adjective 1. Done with the back of the hand turned inward, as for a baseball catch, or forward, as for a tennis stroke, and with the arm across the body 2. Written in backhand adv in a backhand way vt to hit, catch, swing, etc. Backhand. Spanish, Reeves, backhanded adjective 1. Same as backhand 2. Not direct and open, devious adv in a backhanded way hacking n1. Something forming a back for support 2. Support given to a person or cause 3. Supporters, backers backlash and sharp reaction, recoil backlog, -160 and an accumulation or reserve -6, VT logged, logging to accumulate as a backlog back order an order not yet filled. Backpack. Spanish, mochila, and a knapsack, often on a light frame, worn by campers or hikers -6, VT to wear, or carry in, a backpack, backpacker n. Backpedal. Spanish, pedal, 6. Aled or ailed, ailing or ailing 1. To pedal backward as in braking a bicycle 2. To move backward, retreat, withdraw. Backrest. Spanish, respaldar, and a support for the back. Backside. N1. Back part 2. Rump. Backslapper. Spanish, melindroso, slapar, n. Coloquian effusively friendly person. Backslide. Spanish, denigrar, 6. Slid, or slididen, sliding, to slide backward in morals, etc. Backslider n. Backspace. Spanish, retroceder, 6. Spaced, spacing to move a typewriter carriage one or more spaces back along the line. Backspin. N. Backward spin in a ball, etc., making it bound backward upon hitting the ground. Backstage. Adverb, adjective behind and off the stage, as in the wings or dressing rooms. Backstairs, adjective involving intrigue or scandal, secret, also. Backstair. Backstop and a screen, fence, etc. to keep balls from going too far, as behind the catcher in baseball. Backstretch. And the part of a racetrack opposite the home stretch. Backstroke. And a swimming stroke made while lying face upward. Backtalk. Spanish, contestar insolente, colloque saucy or insolent retorts. Back to back. Spanish, espalda contra espalda, adjective. Colloque one right after another. Backtrack 6. 1 to return by the same path. 2. To retreat or recant. Back up. Spanish, respaldo, apoyo, backup adjective 1. Standing by as an alternate or auxiliary. 2. Supporting and a backing up, specification, A, me accumulation. B, a support, help. Backward. Spanish, hacia atrás, adverb 1. Toward the back. 2. With the back foremost. 3. In reverse order. 4. In a way opposite to usual. 5. Into the past, also backwards adjective 1. Turn toward the rear or in the opposite way. 2. Hesitant or shy. 3. Slow or retarded backwardness. N. Backwash. Spanish, enjuagar, N1. Water or air moved backward by a ship, propeller, etc. 2. A reaction caused by some event. Backwater. N1. Water moved or held back by a dam, tide, etc. 2. Stagnant water in an inlet, etc. 3. A backward place or condition. Backwoods. Spanish, inhospito, NPL locum. With sing. V1. Heavily wooded, remote areas. 2. Any remote, thinly populated area adjective of or like the backwoods. Backwoodsman, man, N, PL. Men. Bacon. Spanish, tocino, N. OS. Imo, side of bacon, salted and smoked meat from the back or sides of a hog. Bring home the bacon colon. 1 to earn a living, 2 to succeed. Bacon, Francis. 1561 to 1626, ENG philosopher and writer. Bacteria. N. Singh. Riem Gr. Batterton, small staph microorganisms which have no chlorophyll and multiply by simple division. Some bacteria cause diseases, but others are necessary for fermentation, etc. Bacterial adjective. Bactericide. Spanish, bactericida, and an agent that destroys bacteria. Bactericidal adjective. Bacteriology. Spanish, bacteriologia, and the science that deals with bacteria. Adjective. Bacteriological. N. Bad. Mallow, adjective. Worse, worst me. 1 not good, not as it should be. 2 inadequate or unfit. 3 unfavorable, bad news. 4 rotten or spoiled. 5 incorrect or faulty. 6 A. wicked, immoral. B. mischievous. 7 harmful. 8 severe. 9 ill. 10 sorry, distressed, he feels bad about it. 11 offensive. Adv. Colloque, 1 badly and anything. Bad in bad. Colloque in trouble or disfavor. Heartless. And bad. 2 bad, archaic. Pt of bid. Bad blood. Mutual, enmity. Bade. Spanish, a furter, alt. Pl of bid. Bad egg. Spanish, huevo podrido, slang a mean of dishonest person, also bad actor, bad apple, bad hat, bad lot, etc. Badger. Spanish, cintilo, etiqueta, n. Me bagel. 1 an emblem worn to show rank, membership, etc. 2 any distinctive sign, etc. Badinage. Spanish, yugo, n1. A burrowing animal with a broad back and thick, short legs. 2 its fur to torment. Badinage. Spanish, subiager, n. fr. El battere, to trifle, playful talk. Vt. Naged, naging, to tease. Badlands. Spanish, infertile, npl1. An area of barren land with dry soil and soft rocks eroded into odd shapes. 2 ba any such wus area, also badlands. Badly. Adverb. 1 in a bad manner. 2 colloque, very much, greatly. Bad man. Spanish, mal hombre, n. p1. Men / a cattle thief or desperado of the Old West. Badminton. N. ang. Estate, a game in which a feathered cork is batted back and forth with rackets across a net. Badmouth. Vt. 6. Slang to find fault with, bad-tempered. Adjective. Irritable. Baedeker. N1. Any of a series of guidebooks to foreign countries first published in Germany. 2 loosely, any guidebook. Baffle. Spanish, perplejo. 6 fling. Epe1. To perplex completely, bewilder. 2 to impede, check, and a screen to deflect air, sound, etc. Bafflement. N. baffler. N. baffling. Adjective. Vague. Spanish, bolsa, n.1 on. Bagel. 1 a non-rigid container of paper, plastic, etc. with a top opening that can be closed. 2 a satchel, suitcase, etc. 3 a purse. 4 game taken in hunting. 5 a bag-like shape or part. 6 slang, an unattractive woman. 7 slang, one's special interest. 8 baseball, a base. Vt. bagged, bagging. 1 to make bulge. 2 To capture 3. To kill in hunting 4. Slang to get -6. 1 to swell 2. To hang loosely in the bag slang certain, assured. Bagatelle. Spanish, baratilla, n. fr. L but, bury a trifle. Bagel. Pan, n. Yet a hard bread roll shaped like a small donut bag full n. pl. As much as a bag will hold. Baggage. Spanish, equipage, rt. ml baga, chest bag 1. The bags, etc. of a traveler, luggage 2. A lively girl. Baggy. Spanish, de mano, adjective. Jeer, geased puffy or hanging loosely, like a bag baggily adv. Bagginess n. Baghdad. Capital of Iraq, Pop. 1.000,000, also Baghdad. Bagpipe. N. Often New Jersey a shrill-toned Muslim instrument, new chiefly Scottish, played by forcing air from a bag into reed pipes and fingering the stops. Ba. Ba, interjection and exclamation of contempt, scorn, or bagpipe disgust. Bahamas. Country on a group of islands, Bahama Islands, in the West Indies, 4,404 square asks Pop. 185,000. Bales. Spanish, fianza, n1. Bear a burden. 1 money deposited with the court to get an arrested person temporarily released 2. Such a release 3. The person giving. Bail. VT1. To have, an arrested person, set free by giving bail 2. To help out of financial or other difficulty often without bail adjective. Bail 2. Spanish, desaguar, and bucket. A bucket for dipping up water from a boat -6, VT to dip out, water, from, a boat usually without bail out to parachute from an aircraft. Bail 3. Spanish, arns paracaídas, and a hoop-shaped handle for a bucket, etc. Bail bond. A bond deposited as bail for an arrested person as surety that he will appear at his trial. Belan. Male, and bailiff 1. A deputy sheriff 2. A court officer who guards the jurors, keeps order in the court, etc. 3. In England, a district official b, a steward of an estate. Bailiwick. Spanish, alguacil, n. Me. Wit, bailiff and wilt, village 1. A bailiff's district 2. One's particular area of activity, authority, interest, etc. Bailsman. N. P1. Men a person who gives bail for another. Bairn. Burn, n. Scott a child. Bait. Spanish, cibar anzuelo, vt. On bita, make bite 1. To set dogs on for sport, to bait bears, 2. To torment or harass. Especially by verbal attacks 3. To put food on, a hook or trap, as a lure for game 4. To lure, tempt, entice n1. Food, etc. put on a hook or trap as a lure 2. Anything used as a lure, enticement. Bait and switch. Spanish, timar, adjective of or using an unethical sales technique in which a seller lures customers by advertising an often non-existent bargain item and then tries to switch their attention to more expensive items. Vase. Spanish, tejidos, and a coarse felt like woolen cloth. Bake. Spanish, hornear, vt baked, baking oe bacon 1. To cook, food, by dry heat, especially in an oven 2. To dry and harden, pottery, by heat, fire. 6. 1 to bake bread, etc. 2. To become baked. N1. A baking. 2. A social affair at which a baked food is served. Baker. Spanish, panadero, and one whose work or business is baking bread, etc. Baker's dozen. 13. Bakery. Spanish, panaderia, n. pl1. A place where bread, etc. is baked or sold. 2. Baked goods. Baking powder. Spanish, polvo de hornear, a leavening agent containing baking soda and an acid-forming substance. Baking soda, sodium bicarbonate, used as a leavening agent and as an antacid. Balalaika. N. Rus, a Russian stringed instrument somewhat like a guitar. Balance. Spanish, balanza, n. Weights. Having 2 scales, 1. An instrument for weighing, especially one with 2 matched hanging scales. 2. A state of equilibrium in weight, value, etc. 3. Bodily or mental stability. 4. Harmonious proportion of elements in a design, etc. 5. A weight, value, etc. that counteracts another. 6. Equality of debits and credits, or the difference between them. 7. A remainder. 8. Same as balance wheel. Vt. Entied, ensing. 1. To weigh in or as in a balance. 2. To compare as to relative value, etc. 3. To counteract, offset. 4. To bring into proportion, harmony, etc. 5. To make or be equal to in weight, value, etc. 6. To find the difference between, or to equalize, the debits and credits of an account. 6. 1. To be in equilibrium. 2. To be equal in weight, value, etc. 3. To have the credits and debits equal in the balance not yet settled balance sheet, a statement showing the financial status of a business. Balki. N. pl. Ales at Balcony, 1. A platform projecting from an upper story and enclosed by a railing. 2. An upper floor of seats in a theatre, etc., often projecting over the main floor. Bald. Spanish, calvo, calvicie, adjective. 1. Having a head with white fur, etc. growing on it. 2. Lacking hair on the head. 3. Not covered by natural growth. 4. Plain or blunt, bald. Truth, baldly. Adv. Bald/fleas. N. Bald eagle. A large eagle of N. America, with a white feathered head. Balderdash. N. A rig. 17th C. An odd mixture, nonsense. Bald-faced. Spanish, lampino, adjective. Brazen, shameless. A bald-faced, balding adjective becoming bald. Baldric. N. Ult. L-bombs, belt. A belt worn over one shoulder to support a sword, etc. Veil. Spanish, pertenencia, bell, ball. A large bundle, especially a standardized quantity of goods, as raw cotton compressed and bound. Vt. baled, baiting to make into bales. Baiter. N. Baleen. Balent, N. Ult. Gr. fall lana, whale. Same as whalebone. Baleful. Bavig, adjective. Oe bilu, evil, deadly, harmful, ominous. Bali. Island of Indonesia, Balinese adjective. Balk. Spanish, falta, 1. An obstruction, hindrance, etc. 2. A blunder, error. 3. Baseball, an illegal motion by the pitcher entitling base runners to advance one base. Vt. to obstruct or foil. 6. 1. To stop and refuse to move or act. 2. To hesitate or recoil, et. Balkan. Adjective of the Balkans, their people, etc. The Balkans countries of Albania, Bulgaria, Greece, Romania, Yugoslavia, and European Turkey, in SC Europe. Balkan Peninsula in SC Europe, east of Italy. Balky. Spanish, redondito, adjective. -1 rest stubbornly resisting, balking. Balls. Spanish, bolas, N1. Any round object, sphere, globe. 2. A round or egg-shaped object used in various games. B. Any of several such games, especially baseball. 3. A throw or pitch of a ball. A fast ball. 4. A missile for a cannon, rifle, etc. 5. A rounded part of the body. 6. Baseball, a pitched ball that is not hit and is not a strike. 6. VT, to form into a ball. Ball up, slang to muddle, confuse on the ball. Slang, alert, efficient. BALL. 2. NGR, bally sen, to dance. 1. A formal social dance. 2. Slang, a good time. Ballad. Spanish, balada, N. Father ballad, dancing song. 1. A sentimental song with the same melody for each stanza. 2. A narrative song or poem, usually anonymous, with simple words, short stanzas, and a refrain. 3. A slow, sentimental popular song. Balladeer N. Balladry N. Ball and socket. Joint, a joint. As of the hip, formed by a ball in a socket. Ballast. Spanish, soport, and bar, bear and last, a load. 1. Anything heavy carried in a ship or vehicle to give stability. 2. Crushed rock or gravel, used in railroad beds, etc. VT, to furnish with ballast. Ball bearing. 1. A bearing in which the parts turn on freely rolling metal balls. 2. One of those balls. Ballerina. Spanish, bailarina, N. It, a woman ballet dancer. Ballet, ba N. Father. 1. An intricate group dance using pantomime and conventionalized movements to tell a story. 2. Ballet dancers. Ballet, a main. N. Father, a person devoted to the ballet. Ball game. 1. A game played with a ball. 2. Kalak, a set of circumstances. Whole new. Ball game. Ballistic missile, a long-range guided missile designed to fall free as it approaches its target. Ballistics. Spanish, ballistica, with sing. V.1. The science dealing with the motion and impact of projectiles. Balloon. Spanish, globo, N. Fr. Id, pallet, ball. 1. A large, airtight bag that rises when filled with a gas lighter than air. 2. An airship with such a bag. 3. An inflatable rubber bag, used as a toy. It. To inflate, to swell, expand. Adjective, like a balloon. Balloon fist. N. 2. Like device inflated by stored gas and used to slow down a spacecraft re-entering the atmosphere. A heat-resistant. Ballot. Spanish, papeleta de votación, N. It, palls, ball. 1. A ticket, paper, etc. by which a vote is registered. 2. Act or right of voting, as by ballots. 3. The total number of votes cast. 6. To vote. Ballpark. Spanish, estadio, and a baseball stadium. Ball player. Spanish, pelotero, and a baseball player. Ballpoint pen, a fountain pen with a small ball bearing instead of a point, also ballpoint, ballpoint. N. Ballroom. Spanish, sala de baile, and a large hall for dancing. Ballyhoo. N. Noisy talk, sensational advertising, etc. Hood, huing kalak to promote with ballyhoo. Balm. Spanish, balsamo, n. Gr balsamen 1. A fragrant, healing ointment or oil 2. Anything healing or soothing. Balmy. Spanish, confortant, adjective 1. Soothing, mild, etc. 2. Brit. Slang crazy. Baloney. Spanish, sin sentido, and Bologna 1. Bologna 2. Slang nonsense. Balsa. N. SP1. The wood, very light in weight, of a tropical American tree 2. The tree used to sail. Balsam. N. C. Balm 1. An aromatic resin obtained from certain trees 2. Any of various aromatic resinous oils or fluids 3. Balm 4. Any of various trees yielding balsam. Baltic Sea. Sea in Europe, west of the USSR. Baltimore. Seaport in NMD, Pop. 787,000. Baluster. N. Gr Balaustian, wild pomegranate flower, from the shape any of the small posts of a railing. As on a staircase. Balustrade. N. A railing held up by balusters. Balzac. Honor de. 799-1850, father novelist. Bamboo. N. Malay bamboo, a tree-like tropical grass with woody, jointed, often hollow stems used for furniture, canes, etc. Bamboo curtain. Often BCA the political and ideological differences that separate China from the West. Bamboozle. Et. Zled, zling. 1. To trick, cheat, dupe 2. To confuse, puzzle. Ban. Spanish, prohibido, banned, banning, banon, summon to prohibit or forbid, especially officially N1. A condemnation by church authorities 2. A curse 3. An official prohibition 4. Strong public condemnation. Banal. Adjective. Father, see prec, trite, hackneyed banality n, pl. Ties banally adv. Banana. Spanish, Guineo o platano, n. sp. End port. 1. A tree-like tropical plant with large clusters of edible fruit 2. The narrow, somewhat curved fruit, having a creamy flesh and a yellow or red skin. Band 1. Spanish, tira, banda, n1. Something that binds, ties, or encircles, as a strip or ring of wood, rubber, metal, etc. 2. A strip of color or of material 3. A division of a long-playing phonograph record 4. A range of wavelengths Td. To put a band on or around. Band. Spanish, banda musical, n. Father, ult. Goth bandway. A sign 1. A group of people united for some purpose 2. A group of musicians playing together, especially upon wind and percussion instruments 6. To unite for some purpose. Bandage. Spanish, vendage, n. Fr. Band, a strip of cloth, etc. used to bind or cover an injury at aging to put a bandage on a hurt. Band-aid. A trademark for a small bandage of gauze and adhesive tape n. Be such a bandage, also band-aid, bandage. Bandana. N. Hindbindna, method of dyeing a large, colored handkerchief. Bandbox. Spanish, caja, and a light box. As of pasteboard, for hats, etc. Bando. Spanish, In laser, N, PL. Do father 1. A narrow ribbon 2. A narrow brassiere. Bandit. Bandit, N. It a robber, highwayman banditry and bandolier. Banda. Spanish, cinturón, and a broad belt with pockets for bullets, etc., worn over one shoulder and across the chest. Band saw an endless toothed steel belt on pulleys, powered for sawing. Bandsrón. Spanish, músico, N, PL. Men a member of a band of musicians. Bandstand. Spanish, tarima, and a platform for a band, especially one for outdoor concerts. Bandwagon. Spanish, carro tren, alegórico, and a wagon for a band to ride on, as in a parade on the bandwagon, clock on the popular or apparently winning side. Bandy. Spanish, tirar, inquietar, vt. Died, dying father bander, bandy at tennis 1. To toss or hit back and forth 2. To pass, rumors etc., freely 3. To exchange, words, especially angrily. Bandy, Wilkins, adjective. Father band end bent curved outward, bow. Bandy-legged adjective having bandy legs, bow-legged. Bane. Spanish, a ruiner, N. Oe banal 1 ruin, death, harm, or the cause of this 2 poison. Baneful adjective berfit shut, etc. hard and noisily s, ban, vt. On bangs, to pound. 6. 1 to make a loud noise. 2. To hit noisily or sharply. N1. A hard, noisy blow or impact. 2. A loud, sudden noise. 3. Clock a burst of vigor. 4. Slang a thrill. Adv 1. Hard and noisily. 2. Abruptly bang up to damage. Bangs, ban, 6. T to cut, hair, short and straight. N. Usually pl banged hair over the forehead. Bangkok. Seaport and capital of Thailand, Pop. 10,569.000. Bangladesh. Country in Asia. On the Bay of Bengal, 55,134 square mi, Pop. 50.840,000. Bengal. N. Hind bangri, a decorative bracelet or anklet. Bang up. Spanish, destrozar, deshacer, adjective. Coe lock, to make a loud noise. 2. Exclamation. Banish. Spanish, exiliar, vt1. To exile. 2. To drive away, get rid of. Banishment. Rt. Banister. Spanish, pasamanos, acera, and a handrail, specification 1 with balusters. Banjo. N, pl. Of Afro-origin, a musical instrument with a long neck, circular body, and strings that are plucked. Banjoist. N. Bank. Spanish, banco, N. ult. ohg. Bank, bench, 1. An establishment for receiving or lending money to. A reserve supply, pool at, 6. To put into a bank. Bank on kalak, to rely on. Bank. Cumulo, N. On baki, 1. A long mound or heap. 2. A steep slope. 3. A rise of land along a river, etc. 4. A shallow place, as in a sea. 5. The lateral, slanting turn of an aircraft. Vt1. To cover, a fire, with ashes and fuel so that it will burn slowly. 2. To pile up so as to form a bank. 3. To slope, a curve in a road, etc. 4. To make, an aircraft, slant laterally on a turn. 5. To make, a billiard ball, recoil from a cushion, bank 2. Bank, n. ofr bane, bench 1. A row of oars 2. A row or tier, as of keys in a keyboard VT to arrange in a row or tier bank account money deposited in a bank and credited to the depositor bank book and a book recording a bank depositor's deposits, passbook banker it. A person who owns or manages a bank. Banking. Spanish, financier, and the business of a bank. Banknote, a promissory note issued by a bank, a form of paper money. Bankroll, and a supply of money. Coloc, to supply with money, finance. Bankrupt. Spanish, bancarrota, n. It banca, bench, broken, a person legally declared unable to pay his debts. Adjective 1. That is a bankrupt, insolvent 2. Lacking in some quality, morally bankrupt, n. To make bankrupt, bankruptcy, n. Banner. Spanish, cintillo, n. Mi Boner's father Bonnier 1. A flag 2. A headline running across a newspaper page. Adjective foremost. Vans. Spanish, propuesta, NPL. See ban, the proclamation made in church of an intended marriage. Banquet. Spanish, banquet, n. fr. It banca, table 1. A feast 2. A formal dinner VT to honor with a banquet. Banquet, bapquet, n. Father 1. A gunner's platform inside a trench, etc. 2. An upholstered bench. Banshee. Banshee, banshee, n. Ir bean, woman. N. Sills, fairy. Ir. C.R. Scott. Folklore, a female spirit whose wailing warns of impending death. Bantam. N. Bantam, former province in Java 1. Often, very happy face, any of several breeds of small fowl. 2. A small, aggressive person. Adjective like a bantam, and a boxer or wrestler. Weighing. Banter. Spanish, truique, vt. 17th C slang, to tease playfully vs to exchange banter with someone, and playful teasing. Banteringly. Adv. Bantu. N. Pi. Tus, 2. Bantu, mankind 1. Any member of a group of Negroid tribes of equatorial and southern Africa. 2. Any of the related languages of these people. Bantu. Tart, pl. Prek. Per. Win, a place, any of several territories in South Africa. Set aside for native black peoples. Banyan. N. Ult. Sends, an East Indian fig tree whose branches take root and become trunks. Baobab. N. Native name, a tall tree of Africa and India. With edible gourd-like fruit. Baptiste. Spanish, bautismo, n. See baptize 1. The rite of admitting a person into a Christian church by dipping him in water or sprinkling water on him. 2. An initiating experience. Baptismal. Adjective. Baptist. And a member of a Protestant denomination practicing baptism of believers by immersion. Banister. Tis tre, n, pl. Lea place. Especially in a church, used for baptism, also baptistry, pl. Tries. Baptize. Spanish, bautizar, vt. Tizing. Gr. Baptizian, to immerse 1. To administer baptism to 2. To initiate 3. To christen. Bar. Bar, n. Ml. Barrel 1. Any long, narrow piece of wood, metal, etc., often used as a barrier, lever, etc. 2. An oblong piece, as of soap. 3. Anything that obstructs or hinders. 4. A band or strip. 5. A law court, especially that part, enclosed by a railing, where the lawyers sit. 6. Lawyers collectively 7. The legal profession 8. A counter, as for serving alcoholic drinks 9. A place with such a counter 10. Music A vertical line dividing a staff into measures 1. A measure VT barred, healing I to fasten with a bar 2. To obstruct, close 3. To oppose 4. To exclude prep. Excluding the best, bar none cross the bar to die barb, barb, n. L barbs, beard 1. A beard-like growth 2. A sharp point projecting backward from the main point of a fishhook. Etc. 3. A cutting remark VT to provide with a barbed adjective. Barbados. Country on an island in the West Indies, 166 square mi, pop. 245,000. Barbarian. Spanish, barbaro, n. See barbarous 1. A member of a people considered primitive, savage, etc. 2. A cruel person adjective uncivilized, cruel, etc. Barbarianism and barbaric adjective 1. Primitive, uncivilized 2. Wild, crude, etc. Barbarian. N1. A word or expression that is not standard 2. The state of being primitive or uncivilized 3. A barbarous act or custom. Barbarity. Spanish, barbaridad, n. pl. Ties 1. Cruelty, brutality 2. A barbaric taste, manner, etc. Barbarize. Barbarizar, vt. 6. Rizzed, rizzing to make or become barbarous. Bastardization. N. Barbarous adjective. Gr. barbaros, foreign 1. Uncivilized, primitive 2. Crude, coarse, etc. 3. Cruel, brutal barbarously adv. Barbecue. Spanish, asado, n. Sp. barbacoa 1. A hog, steer, etc. roasted whole over an open fire. B. Any meat broiled on a spit. 2. A party, picnic, or restaurant featuring this VT. Queuing to roast or broil over an open fire, often with a highly seasoned sauce, barbecue sauce, barbed wire with barbs at dose intervals, also barbed wire. N. Barbel. N. L. Barbs, beard a thread-like growth from the lips or jaws of certain fishes. Barbell. Spanish, peces, rt. Bar plus, dumb, bell a metal bar with weights attached at each end, used for weightlifting exercises, also barbell. Barber. Spanish, barbero, n. See barb, one whose work is cutting hair, shaving beards, etc. VT. 6. To cut the hair, of. Shave, etc. Barberry. N. pl. Rlesml barbarous 1. A spiny shrub with sour, red berries. 2. The berry. Barbiturate. Spanish, barbiturico, n. G. A salt or ester of a crystalline acid, barbituric acid. Used as a sedative. Barcarolle. Barcarolle n. It a Venetian gondolier song, or music like this. Barcelona. Seaport in NE Spain, pop. 1,696,000. Vard. Spanish, vardo, n. Gad. Ndir. 1. An ancient Celtic poet. 2. A poet. Bear. Spanish, desnudes, vacío, adjective. Oe bar 1. Not covered or clothed, naked. 2. Without furnishings, empty. 3. Simple, plain. 4. Mere bare needs, vt bared, barring to make bare, uncover lay bare to uncover, expose bareness and bareback adverb, adjective on a horse with no saddle barefaced adjective 1. With the face uncovered 2. Open, shameless barefoot adjective, adverb without shoes and stockings barefooted adjective barehanded adjective, adverb 1. With hands uncovered 2. Without weapons, etc. bareheaded adjective, adverb with the head uncovered. Bare-legged. Spanish, justo, adjective, adverb with the legs bare barely adverb 1. Plainly 2. Only just, scarcely 3. Scantily. Bargain. Spanish, trato, gunga, regateo, n. Father bargainier, haggle 1. A mutual agreement or contract 2. An agreement with regard to its worth a bad bargain 3. Something sold at a price favorable to the buyer 6. 1 to haggle 2. To make a bargain for, or on, to expect, bargain and count on into the bargain besides bargain counter a store counter for displaying goods on sale at reduced prices. Barge. Spanish, barcaza, n. ml barge 1. A large, flat-bottomed boat for freight on rivers, etc. 2. A large pleasure boat 6. Barged, barging 1. To move slowly and clumsily 2. To enter rudely or abruptly, in or into. Baritone. N. Gr barbs, deep and toes, tone. 1. The range of a male voice between tenor and bass 2. A singer or instrument with this range. Barium. Spanish, barrio, n. Gr barbs, heavy a silver-white metallic chemical element. Barks. Spanish, corteza, and the outside covering of trees and woody plants it. 1. To remove bark from, a tree, etc. 2. Kalak to scrape, skin, knees, etc. Bark. Spanish, chillido, alado, 1. To make the sharp, abrupt cry of a dog or a similar sound 2. To speak sharply, snap and the characteristic cry of a dog. Or any noise like this bark up the wrong tree to misdirect one's attack. Energies, etc. Barks. N1. Poet a boat 2. A sailing vessel with 2 forward square-rigged masts and a rear mast rigged fore and aft, also bark. Barkeeper. Spanish, vasero, N1. An owner of a barroom 2. A bartender also barkeep. Barker. N1 who talks loud to attract customers to a sideshow, etc. Barley. Spanish, cebada, n. Oebrolic, 1. A cereal grass 2. Its grain, used in making malts, soups, etc. Barmaid. And a waitress who serves alcoholic drinks in a bar. Bar mitzvah. Hebrew, son of the commandment also BM1. A Jewish boy who has arrived at the age of religious responsibility, 13 years 2. A ceremony celebrating this bat, or bas, mitzvah, bat, fem. Barn. Spanish, pesebre, a farm building for sheltering harvested crops, livestock, etc. Barnacle. N. Father Bernide, a saltwater shellfish that attaches itself to rocks. Ship bottoms, etc. Barnstorm. Spanish, gira turística, 6, vt to tour, the country, especially rural areas, giving speeches, plays, etc. Barnum. Phineas Taylor. 1810–91, U.S. showman. Barnyard. N. The yard near a barn ad. Of. Like, or fit for a barnyard. Barometer. Spanish, barometro, n. Gr baros, weight. 1. An instrument for measuring atmospheric pressure and thus forecasting weather. 2. Anything that marks change. Adjective. Baron. N1. A member of the lowest rank of British nobility. 2. A magnate. Baronage and baronessa. N.fem. Baronial. Adjective. baronet and a man holding the lowest hereditary British title, below a baron. Baronetcy. N. pt. Ties. Baroque. Spanish, barroco, adjective. Fr. Port. Barroco, imperfect. Pearl. 1. A. Very ornate and full of curved lines, as much art and architecture of about 1550 to 1750 b, full of highly embellished melodies, fugues, etc. As much music of that time too. Fantastically ornate. Barracks. Spanish, barracas, NPL. Often with sing v. Sp. Barro, clay. A building or buildings for housing soldiers. Barracuda. N. P1. Day, del, Sp. A fierce, pike-like fish of tropical seas. Barrage. Spanish, barricada, n. Fr. Barter, to stop. 1. A curtain of artillery fire. 2. Any prolonged attack. 6. Vt. Raged, to subject to a barrage. Barred. Spanish, barrotes, adjective. 1. Having bars or stripes. 2. Dosed off with bars. 3. Not allowed. Barrel. Spanish, barrel, a. ml. Bacillus. 1. A large cylindrical container with slightly bulging sides and flat ends. B. Its standard capacity, 31.5 gal. 2. Any similar container or cylinder. 3. The straight tube of a gun. Vt. Rated or relied, relling or relling to put in barrels. Thus. Slang to go at high speed. Barrel organ. A mechanical musical instrument played by turning a crank. Baron. Spanish, abierto, adjective. Ofr. One that cannot bear offspring, sterile. 2. Without vegetation. 3. Unproductive. 4. Boring, dull. 5. Devoid, of, barronis and barrette. Vs. Father. A bar or clasp for holding a girl's hair in place. Barricade. Also, especially n. Fr. It. Barricade, to fortify a barrier, especially one put up hastily for defense to block enemy. Barrier. Spanish, barricada, n. C. Bar, 1. An obstruction. As a fence. 2. Anything that hinders or blocks. Barring. Barrister. N1. Bar, law court, in England, a lawyer who pleads cases in court. Barroom. N2. A room with a bar where alcoholic drinks are sold. Barnisel. To bear, a hand barrow or wheelbarrow. Barrow. Spanish, pilastra, n. Oeborg, hill. A heap of earth or rocks over a grave. Bart. Baronet. Bartender. Spanish, cantinero, and a man who serves alcoholic drinks at a bar. Banter. Spanish, truique, 6, of. Father. Basalts, to trade by exchanging goods, without money. And a bartering. Bantered. N. Bartok. 1881 to 1945, Hung composer. Baryon. Baden, N. Gr. Berries, heavy. Any of certain heavy atomic particles. Basal. Adjective. 1. Of or at the base. 2. Basic, fundamental. Basal metabolism. The quantity of energy used by any organism at rest. Basalt. Spanish, basalto, N. A hard, dark volcanic rock. Base. N1. The part of a thing that the thing rests on. 2. The most important element or principal ingredient. 3. The part of a word to which affixes are attached. 4. A basis. 5. Any of the 4 goals a baseball player must reach to score a run. 6. A headquarters or a source of supply. 7. Chemistry. A substance that forms a salt when it reacts with an acid. Adjective forming a base. Vt based, ting 1. To make a base. Verb. 2. To establish. Bases. Bass, adjective. Vl bassos, low 1. Ignoble, mean. 2. Menial. 3. Poor in quality. 4. Non-precious base metal / basely. Adv. Baseness. N. Baseball. N1. A game played with ball and bat by 2 opposing teams on a field with 4 bases forming a diamond. 2. The ball used in this game. Baseboard. N. A board or molding at the base of a wall. Base hit. Baseball same as hit, sense. 4. Baseless. Adjective having no basis in fact, unfounded. Baselessness. N. Baseline. 1. A line serving as a base. 2. Baseball. The lane between any 2 consecutive bases. 3. The back line at each end of a tennis sport. Baseman. Man, N, PL. Men baseball. An infielder stationed at first, second, or third base. Basement. N. The story below a main floor and usually below ground. Base on balls. Baseball same as walk. Base pay. The basic rate of pay not counting overtime pay, etc. Base runner. Baseball. A batter who has reached or is trying to reach a base. Bash, bash, echoic kalak to hit hard. N. Slang. A party. Bashful. Adjective. Timido, bashful. Easily embarrassed, shy, bashfully. Adv. Bashfulness. N. Basic. Spanish, basico, adjective. 1. Fundamental. 2. Chemistry. Alkaline. N. A basic principle. Factor, etc. Basically. Adv. Basil. Spanish, fragancia, N. Gr. Basil. Icon. A fragrant herb of the mint family. Basilica. N. Gr. Basilic, stoa, royal, portico, 1. A church with a broad nave, side aisles, and an apse. 2. A church with special ceremonial rites. Basilisk. N. Gr. Basileus, king. A mythical, lizard-like monster whose glance was fatal. Basin. N. Water vessel. 1. A wide, shallow container for liquid. 2. Its contents. 3. A sink. 4. Any large hollow, often with water in it. 5. Same as river. Basin. Basis. Spanish, fundamento teórico, N, PL. C, SZ, GR, a base. 1. A base or foundation. 2. A principal constituent. 3. A fundamental principle or theory. Basque. Spanish, acalars, 6. Me baskin, wallow. To expose oneself pleasantly to warmth, another favor, etc. Basket. Spanish, cesto, N. Me. 1. A container made of interwoven cane, wood strips, etc. 2. Its contents. 3. Basketball. A. The goal, a round, open, hanging net. B. A scoring toss of the ball through it. Basketball. N1. A team game played on a floor with a raised basket at either end through which an inflated ball must be tossed to. This ball. Basket weave. A weave of fabrics resembling the weave used in basket making. Basque. Spanish, Vasco, N1. A member of a people living in the W. Pyrenees. 2. Their language adjective of the Basques. Bas relief. N. Fr. It, CFF and relief. Sculpture with figures projecting only a little from a flat background. Base. Spanish, Bajo, N. VL bassos low 1. The range of the lowest male voice 2. A singer or instrument with this range, specification, a double bass 3. A low, deep sound adjective of 4, or in the range of a bass basal, bass, N, PL bass, basses OE bars a spiny finned food and game fish of fresh or salt water. Basset. N. Oft bass low a hunting hound with a long body. Short forelegs, and long, drooping ears. Bassinet. N. See basin a basket-like bed for an infant, often hooded and on wheels. Basso. N. P1. So it a bass voice or singer bassoon N. Father a double reed basement woodwind instrument. Bastard. Spanish, bastardo, and plant fiber used in ropes, mats, etc. Card, RT. Father an illegitimate child adjective I of illegitimate birth 2. In. Bassoon. Faggot, farrier, sham, etc. Bastardy N, PL1b. To make, declare, or show to be a bastard 2. To make corrupt, debase bastardization N. Bastes. Bast, of. Bast, basting to sew temporarily with long, loose stitches until properly sewed. Bastes. Bast, W blunted, basting father bassiner, moisten to moisten, roasting meat, with drippings, melted butter, etc. Bastes. Bast, VT blunted, bast/trig on base to 1. To beat soundly 2. To attack with words. Bastille. Father, a prison. The Bastille, a prison in Paris destroyed 1789, in the French Revolution. Bastion. N. Fr. Id bastier, build 1. A projection from a fortification 2. Any strong defense. Bat. Spanish, batir, N. Oe ba 1. A stout club 2. A club to hit the ball in baseball, etc. 3. A turn at batting at bat 4. Kalak a blow vt batted, batting to hit, as with a bat 6. To take a turn at batting. Bats. Spanish, murcielago, N. Scandinavia a dark nocturnal, mouse-like, flying mammal with a furry body and membranous wings. Bait. Spanish, ignorar, vt batted, batting c batter kalak, to wink not bat an eye not show surprise. Batch. Spanish, lote, N. Oe bacon, bake 1. The amount, of bread etc., in one baking 2. One set, lot, group, etc. 3. An amount of work for processing by a computer in a single run. Bait. Spanish, agitar, vt batted, batting me to a bait, lesson with bated breath holding the breath, as in fear. Bath. Spanish, banar, N, P1. Baths, 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 1. A washing, especially of the body, in water 2. Water, etc. for bathing or for soaking or treating something 3. A bathtub 4. A bathroom 5. A bathhouse, sense 1. Bathe. Spanish, baño, vt bathed, bathing. 1 to put into a liquid 2. To give a bath to 3. To cover as with liquid 6. 1 to take a bath 2. To soak oneself in something bather N. Bathhouse. Spanish, baño, piscina, N1. A public building for taking baths. 2. A building used by bathers for changing clothes. Bathing suit. Spanish, vestido de baño, a garment worn for swimming. Bath mat. VT, a mat used in or next to a bathtub. Bathos. N. Gr. Depth. 1. Anticlimax, sense 1, 2. Excessive sentimentality. 3. Triteness, pathetic adjective. Bat robe. N. A loose-fitting robe worn to and from the bath, etc. Bathroom. N. A room with a bathtub, toilet, etc. Bathtub. N. A tub to bathe in. Bathyscaphe. N. Gr. Bathes, deep and scoffed. Boat, a deep-sea diving apparatus for reaching great depths without a cable, also bathyscaphe. Batik. N. Malay cloth with a design made by dyeing only the parts not coated with wax. Batiste. N. Father, supposed original maker, Baptiste, a fine, thin cloth of cotton, rayon etc. Baton. N. Father. 1. A staff serving as a symbol of office. 2. A slender stick used in directing music. 3. A metal rod twirled by a drum major. Batrachan. 1. Gr. Batrachos, frog. An amphibian without a tail, frog or toad. Battalion. N. C. Bat-tle, a tactical military unit forming part of a division. Baton. N1. A sawed strip of wood. 2. A strip of wood put over a seam between boards as a fastening, or covering. VT, to fasten or supply with battens. Batten. 6. VT. On bomb, improve to fatten, thrive. Battens, batten, N. Father, CFF. In a loom, the frame that is moved to press the woof threads into place. Batter. VT. El batura, to beat. 1. To strike with blow after blow. 2. To injure by pounding, hardware. Or use. 6. To pound noisily. Battery. N. The baseball or cricket player whose turn it is to bat, also, in cricket, batsman, man, N. Batter. Spanish, batidora, N. C. Battery, a flowing mixture of flour, milk, etc., for making cakes, etc. Battering ram, a heavy beam, etc. to batter down walls, etc. Battery. Spanish, bateria, N. Pl. IESC. Batter. 1. Elec, a cell or group of cells storing an electrical charge and able to furnish a current. 2. Law, an illegal beating of another person. 3. A set of heavy guns. Batting. N. Cotton or wool fiber wadded in sheets. Battle. Spanish, batalla, N. El bagdura, to beat. 1. A large-scale fight between armed forces. 2. Armed fighting. 3. Any fight or conflict, or battle to fight. Battle. 1. A heavy axe formerly used as a weapon. 2. Slang, a harsh, domineering woman. Battledore. N1. Prince baiteder, beater. A racket used to hit a shuttlecock in a game like badminton. Battlefield. Spanish, campo de batalla, RT, the site of a battle. Battlement. Spanish, assentamento, N. Father battalier. Fortify, a low wall atop a tower, with spaces to shoot from. Battle royal. PL Battles Royal. 1. A free-for-all. 2. A heated dispute. Battleship. Spanish, armamento, and a large armored warship with big guns. Batty. Tier, treat T-ball slang. 1. Insane. 2. Eccentric. Bauble. Embellis, pretty, a showy trifle, trinket, bauxite. N. Fotherbo town in S. France, a clay-like ore, the source of aluminum. Bavaria. State of S. West Germany. Bavarian adjective, N. Bod. N. Me bod 1. A woman who keeps a brothel. 2. A prostitute. Body. Adjective. Bur, best indecent, obscene bodiness. N. Vol. 6. Vt to bark, 1. To shout. 2. To weep loudly. N1. A shout. 2. A noisy weeping bawl out. Slang to reprimand. Bay. Spanish, bahia, N. A wide inlet of a sea or lake, along the shore. Bay1. En battere, gape. 1. An alcove or recess. 2. A bay window. Bay2. 6. Father Baylor, gape. To bark or howl in long, deep tones. N1. The sound of baying. 2. The situation of a hunted animal forced to turn and fight it. Bay3. 1. Cornered. 2. Held off. Bring to bay, to corner. Bay4. En baka, berry. 1. The laurel tree. 2. Fp1. A laurel wreath. Vase. Ha, adjective. L. badius reddish brown. N1. Reddish brown. 2. A horse, etc. of this color. Bayberry. N. Pl. Rise. 1. A shrub with small, wax-coated berries. 2. Any of the berries. Bay leaf, the aromatic leaf of the laurel. Dried and used as a spice in cooking. Bayonet. Spanish, bayoneta, N. Father Bayonne, city in France. A detachable blade put on a rifle muzzle, for stabbing. W. 6. Netted or netted, netting to stab with a bayonet. Bayou. Brazo pantanoso, N. In the southern U.S., a marshy inlet or outlet of a lake. River. Etc. Southern. Bay window. 1. A window or set of windows jutting out from a wall. 2. Slang, a large, protruding belly. Bazaar. N. Spanish, bazaar, 1. In Oriental countries, a marketplace. 2. A benefit sale of various articles for a club, church, etc. Bazooka. Spanish, bazooka, and name of a comic horn, a portable weapon for launching armor-piercing rockets. BBL. PLBBLS. Barrel. BB, shot, designation of size. A size of shot, diameter, 0.18 inches, for an air rifle, BB gun, or shotgun. BC. 1. Bachelor of Commerce. 2. Before Christ. 3. British Columbia. B. Spanish, Ciro Esther, 6. Was or were, been, being. 1. To exist, live. 2. To happen, occur. 3. To remain or continue. Note, be is used to link its subject to a predicate complement, he is handsome, she is beautiful, or as an auxiliary, 1, with the past participle, a, to form the passive voice he will be whipped, b, to form the perfect tense / Christ is risen, 2, with the present participle to express continuation, the player is running, 3, with the present participle or infinitive to express futurity, possibility, obligation, intention, etc. He is going next week, she is to scrub the floor / be is conjugated, in the present indicative, am, he, she, it, is, we, you, they, are, in the past indicative, he, she, it, was. We, you, they, were. Be off, go away. Be by, a prefix meaning, 1 around, beset / 2 completely bedecked. 3. Away, betake, 4. About, bemoan. 5. To make, besought, 6. To furnish with. Affect by, becloud. B. Chemistry beryllium. Beach. Spanish, playa, and pebbles, a sandy shore vt. 6. To ground, a boat, on a beach beachcomber n1. A long wave rolling ashore 2. One who lives on what he finds on beaches, etc. Beachhead. Cabeza de playa, and a position gained. Specification by invading an enemy shore. Beacon. Barn, n. OE beaten, a sign 1. A light for warning or guiding 2. A radio transmitter sending guiding signals for aircraft. Bead. Talon, n. OE bed, prayer bead 1. A small ball of glass, etc., pierced for stringing 2. P1 a string of beads 3. PL a rosary 4. Any small. Round 1 object. As the front sight of a rifle 5. A drop or bubble 6. The rim edge of a rubber tire O to decorate with beads. Draw a bead on to take careful aim at say, or tell or count, one's beads to say prayers with a rosary beady adjective. Ear, rest. Beadle. Spanish, alguacil, n. A minor officer who keeps order in church. Beagle. N. Father Beagle, wide throat, a small hound dog with short legs and drooping ears. Beak. Pico, n. Albicus 1. A bird's bill 2. The beak-like mouth part of various insects, fishes, etc. Bleakly adjective. Beak-like adjective. Beaker. Cubetta, Gera, n. El Bazar, wine glass 1. A goblet 2. A glass or metal container used by chemists. Beam. Has, rayo, destello, n. Me. One a long, thick piece of wood, metal, etc. 2. The crossbar of a balance 3. A ship's breadth at its widest point 4. A slender shaft of light, etc. 5. A radiant look, smile, etc. 6. A steady radio or radar signal for guiding aircraft or ships VT1. To give out, shafts of light, 2. To direct, a radio signal etc. 1. To shine brightly 2. To smile warmly. Bean. Freehole, Judia, Habishwala, n. Mi ben, 1. A plant of the legume family, bearing kidney-shaped seeds 2. A seed or pod of such a plant 3. Any bear-like seed, coffee beans, 4. Slang the head or brain ut. Slang to hit on the head. Spill the beans. Colloq to tell a secret. Bean-like, adjective. Bear. So porter, ut bore, born or born, bulling, oe herein 1. To carry 2. To have or show 3. To give birth to 4. To produce or yield 5. To support or sustain 6. To withstand or endure 7. To need this bears watching /8. To carry or conduct, oneself, 9. To give, to bear witness, et. 1. To be productive 2. To lie, point, or move in a given direction 3. To be relevant to, with on, 4. To put up patiently, with, bear down, on, 1. To exert pressure or effort, on, 2. To approach bear out. To confirm bear up. To endure, bearable adjective. Bearer n. Bear 2. Oso, n. Oeberg 1. A large, heavy mammal with shaggy fur and a short tail 2. Very happy face, either of 2 constellations in the northern hemisphere, Great Bear and Little Bear. 3. One who is clumsy, rude etc. for one who sells stocks etc. hoping to buy them back later at a lower price. Adjective falling in price. Bear-like. Adjective. Beard. Barba, n. oe. 1. The hair on the chin and cheeks of a man. 2. Any beard like. Part 3. An on vt. 1. To face boldly. 2. To provide with a beard. Bearded. Add slash. Beardless. Adjective. Burying. Burten, n1. Way of carrying and conducting oneself. 2. A supporting. Part 3. A producing or ability to produce. 4. Endurance. 5. Often. PL, relative direction or position. 6. PL, awareness of one's situation. 7. Relation, relevance. 8. A part of a machine on which another part revolves, slides, etc. Bearish. Adjective. 1. Bear-like, rude, rough, etc. 2. Dropping, or causing a drop, in price on the stock exchange. Bearishly. Adverb. Bearskin. n1. The fur or hide of a bear. 2. A rug, coat, etc. made from this. Beast. Spanish, bestia. 1. Any large, our-footed animal. 2. One who is brutal, gross, etc. Beastly. Adjective. -11.er, West 1. Of or like a beast, brutal, etc. 2. Colloq. Disagreeable, unpleasant. Beastliness. N. Beast. Of burden. Any animal used for carrying things. Beast of prey. Any animal that hunts and kills other animals for food. Beat. Bet, vt. Beat, beaten, beating. Oe. Beaten. 1. To hit repeatedly, pound. 2. To punish by so hitting, whip, spank, etc. 3. To dash repeatedly against. 4. A. To form, a path, way, etc. by repeated treading or riding. B. To keep walking on, to beat the pavements. 5. To mix, eggs, etc. by hard stirring. 6. To move, especially wings, up and down. 7. To surge through, a forest, etc. 8. To defeat or outdo. 9. To mark, time or rhythm, by tapping, etc. 10. Colloq. To puzzle. 11. Colloq. To cheat. 12. Slang. To escape the penalties of vs. 1. To hit, dash, etc. repeatedly. 2. To throb. n1. A beating, as of the heart. 2. Any of a series of strokes. 3. A throb. 4. A habitual route. 5. The unit of musical rhythm. 6. Same as. Beatnik. Adjective. 1. Slang. Tired out. 2. Of a group of young persons, especially of the 1950s, expressing social disillusionment by unconventional dress, actions, etc. Beat down. To put or force down. Beat it. Slang. Go away. Beat off. To drive back. Beat up, on, slang. To give a beating. To beater. Rt. Beatnik. N. Beatific. Beatificado, adjective. 1. Making blessed. 2. Full of bliss. Beatify. Beatificar, or fled, phi el beatus, happy and mise, make. 1. To make blissfully happy. 2. To declare one who has died to be among the blessed in heaven. Beatification. N. Heating. n1. The act of one that beats. 2. A whipping. 3. A throbbing. 4. A defeat. Beatitude. Beatitude, n. L. Beat us. Happy. Perfect blessedness or happiness. The Beatitudes. The pronouncements in the Sermon on the Mount. Beat up. Adjective. Slang. Worn out, battered, dilapidated, etc. Beau. B. N. Pl. Beaux. Beau. Novio, Fr. L. Bellis, pretty, a woman's sweetheart. Beaumont. City in SE Texas, Pop. 119,000. beauteous. Beats, adjective beautiful beauteously adv. Beautician. Estylista, and one who works in a beauty shop. Beautiful. Hermosa, adjective having beauty beautifully adverb beautify, vt, phi, ing to make or become beautiful beautification n. Beautifier n. Beauty. Belleza, n, pl. Ties 1l bellis, pretty one. The quality of being very pleasing, as in form, color, etc. 2. A thing with this quality 3. Good looks 4. A very good looking woman. Beauty shop. Salon de belleza, or salon or parlor, a place where women go for hair styling, manicuring, etc. Beaver. Bevar, n. Oe beaver 1. A large, amphibious rodent with soft, brawn fur, webbed hind feet, and a broad tail. B, its fur 2. A man's high silk hat. Becalm. By kgm, vt1. To make calm 2. To make, a ship, motionless from lack of wind. Because. Pork, conj. Me by and cause for the reason or cause that because of on account of. Beck. Beck, and a beckoning gesture at the beck and call of obedient to the wishes of. Beckon. Lawmer, 6, vt. Oe. Beaten, a sign 1. To summon by a gesture 2. To lure, entice. Becloud. Oscuricer, vt1. To cloud over 2. To muddle, feeling, 3. Darken, obscure weather. Become. Converters, 6. Came, coming oe becumen to come or grow to be vt to suit, befit become of to happen to becoming adjective 1. Appropriate, seemly 2. Suitable to the wearer. Bed. Bed, n. Oe. 1. A piece of furniture for sleeping on 2. A plot of soil where plants are raised 3. The bottom of a river, lake, etc. 4. Any flat surface used as a foundation 5. A stratum vt bedded, bedding 1. To put to bed 2. To embed 3. To plant in a bed of earth 4. To arrange in layers 6. 1. To go to bed, rest, sleep 2. To stratify. Bedazzle. By dazzle, vt. Sling to dazzle thoroughly, bewilder. Bedbug. A small, wingless, biting insect that infests beds, etc. Bedclothes. Ropa de dormir, NPL sheets, blankets, etc. for a bed. Bed cover. A coverlet, bedspread. Bedding. 4, N1. Mattresses and bedclothes 2. A bottom layer, base. Bedeck. Adorner, vt to adorn. Bedevil. Mole star, vt. Fled or led, ing to plague or bewilder bedevilment n. Bedfast. Adjective same as bedridden. Bedfellow. N1. A person who shares one's bed 2. Any associate. Bedim. Amortiguar, vt. Dimmed, dimming to make, the eyes or vision, dim. Bed jacket. A woman's short jacket sometimes worn in bed over a nightgown. Bedlam. And the Old London Mental Hospital of St. Mary of Beachem, any place or situation of noise and confusion. Bed of roses colloque, a situation or position of ease and luxury. Bedouin. Bedouinos, n. p1. Inns, in ar Badwin, desert dwellers, also one an Arab of the desert tribes of Arabia, Syria, or North Africa. 2. Any wanderer. Bedpan. A shallow pan used as a toilet by one who is bedridden. Bedraggle. Manjars, of. Gled, filing to make wet, limp, and dirty, as by dragging through mire. Bedridden. Post-rado and comma, adjective confined to bed by illness, infirmity, etc. Bedrock. Base, N1. Solid rock underlying soil, etc. 2. The base or bottom. Bedroll. Quince, a portable roll of bedding, used especially by campers. Bedroom. A room for sleeping bedside and the space beside a bed. Adjective near a bed. Bedsore and a body sore on a bedridden person, caused by chafing bedspread and an ornamental cover spread over the blanket on a bed. Bedstead. Marco de la Puerta, a framework for the spring and mattress of a bed. Bedtime and the time when one usually goes to bed. B. Abeja, N. Oebo, a broad-bodied, four-winged, hairy insect that gathers pollen and nectar and that can sting. Bee2. B, N1. Oe. Ben, service, a meeting of people to work together or to compete. Beech. Hayes, N. Oe bet 1. A tree with smooth, grey bark, hard wood, and edible nuts too. Its wood beech nut and the small, three-cornered nut of the beech tree. Beef. Carne de res, N, pl beeves, ternera, also. And fur 3 always. Beefs. El boss, ox, 1. A full-grown ox, cow, bull, or steer, especially one bred for meat. B, these animals, collectively c, their meat 2. Colloq brawn 3. Slang a complaint -6. Slang to complain. Beef up to reinforce beefcake. N. Slang photographic display of the figure of a nude, or partly nude, muscular man. Beef eater. Cum carne, N1. A person who eats beef. 2. A guard at the Tower of London. 3. Slang, an Englishman. Beef steaks. Filets de ternera, asado, and a thick cut of beef for broiling or frying. Beefy. Adjective. Bet, brawny, beefiness. N. Beehive. Colmena, N1. A hive for bees. 2. A place of great activity. Beekeeper and one who keeps bees for producing honey. Beekeeping and beeline and a straight line or route from one place to another. Beelzebub. Bible, the chief devil, Satan. Bin. Siendo, bin, ben, British ben, pages of B. Beeb. Bib, N. Echoic, the brief, high-pitched sound of a horn or electronic signal, to make or cause to make this sound. Beer. Cerveza, N. Oe beer 1. An alcoholic, fermented drink made from malt and hops. 2. A soft drink made from extracts of roots, etc. Ginger beer. Beeswax. Sera, and wax secreted by honey bees, used to make their honeycombs. Beet. Remolacha, N. L beta 1. A plant with a thick, fleshy, red or white root. 2. The edible root, also a source of sugar. Beethoven. Ludwig van 1770–1827, GER composer. Beetle 1. Escarabajo, N. Oe biton, to bite an insect with hard front wings that cover the membranous hind wings when these are folded. Beetle 2. Mazo, N. Oe beetle, a heavy mallet or pestle, usually wooden. Beet leg, beetle, 6. Tide, tling prob. ff1 to overhang. Adjective, overhanging, also beetling. Beetle browed. Sejon, adjective, brow, 1. Having bushy eyebrows. 2. Frowning. Befall. A contour, 6, of. Fell, fallen, falling, fall to happen or occur, emerge, overtake. 2. Befit. A convenir, vt. Fitted, to be suitable or proper for, be suited to be flitting adjective. Befog. Nebblers, vt. Fogged, fogging 1. To envelop in fog, make foggy 2. To obscure, confuse. Before. Antes, anterior, ado. Oeb by foran, before 1. Ahead, in front 2. Previously 3. Earlier, sooner prep. 1 ahead of 2. In front of 3. In or to the site, presence. Notice. Etc. of 4. Earlier than 5. In preference to conj1. Earlier than the time that call before you go to. Rather than I'd die before I'd tell. Beforehand. De antemano, adverb, adjective ahead of time, in anticipation. Befoul. Insoucier, mancure, at 1. To make filthy, soil 2. To cast aspersions on befriend, by friend, of. To act as a friend to help. Befuddle. Confunder, vt. Fled, fling, to confuse or stupefy. Vague. Roga, mendigar, m. 6. Begged, begging 1. To ask for, alms, 2. To ask earnestly, entreat, beg off, to ask to be released from, go begging, to be available but unwanted. Began. By gen, pt of begin. Beget. Engendrar, pro serier, vt. Got or archaic gat, gat, gotten or got. Getting oe begeden, acquire 1. To become the father of 2. To cause. Beggar. Mendigo, n1. One who begs 2. A pauper tit. 1 to impoverish 2. To make, description, etc., seem inadequate, beggary and beggarly adjective, very poor, homeless, inadequate, etc. Beggarman, vagrant n. Begin. By gin, 6, vt. Gan, gun, ginning oe begin in 1. To start doing, acting, etc. 2. To originate. Begun. Commons ado, pages of begin. Beginner. N1 who is just beginning to do or learn something, novice beginning N1. A starting 2. The time or place of starting, origin 3. The first part or PL bear-like stages. Begone. Se haido, interjection, 6. 2. Begone, go away, get out. Begonia. N. After Mbegin, 1638 to 1710, father patron of science, a tropical plant with showy flowers and ornamental leaves. Begrime. Tisner, vt. Admen, rating, to cover with grime, soil, mucky, tarnish. Begrudge. Invidiar, vt. Grudged, grudging 1. To resent another possession of, something, 2. To give with reluctance, begrudgingly, adv. Beguile. Distirer, disorientar, ut. Guiled, gulling 1. To mislead or deprive, of, by guile, deceive 2. To pass, time, pleasantly 3. To charm or delight, beguilement n. Beguiler n. Behalf. Favor, beneficio, n. Oeb, by and heaf, side support in, or on, behalf of, in the interest of, 4. Behave. Comport ars, vt. 6. Halved, having 1. To conduct oneself in a specified way. 2. To conduct oneself properly. Behavior. Conducta, and way of behaving, conduct or action. Behavioral adjective acquit, comport. Behavioral science. Any of the sciences, as sociology or psychology, that study human behavior. Behead. Decapitar, vt. To cut off the head of someone. Beheld. Contemplato, pt. Of behold. Behemoth. N. Hebrew. 1. Bible. Some huge animal. 2. Any huge or powerful animal or thing. Behest. Petition, n. Oe. Belize, avow a command or earnest request. Behind. Detrás, adv. Point 0 e. Behind in 1. In or to the rear. 2. In a former time, place, etc. 3. In or into arrears. 4. Slow, late. Prep. 1. In or to the rear of. 2. Inferior to. 3. Later than. Behind schedule. 4. Beyond, behind the hill. 5. Advocating he is behind the plan. 6. Hidden by what's behind his smile. N. Colloque. The buttocks behind hand, hand, adverb, adjective. Late in payment. Time or progress. Behold. Observer, of. Held, or archaic holden, holding, to look at, look. See. Beholder. N. Beholden. Aggradido, adjective. Indebted. Behoove, vt. Hooved, hooving. Oe. Behofian, to need. To be incumbent upon or proper for. It behooves you to go. Beige. N. Father. Grayish tan, adjective. Grayish tan. Being. Siendo, exister, n. CB1. Existence, life. 2. Fundamental nature. 3. One that lives or exists. Being as, or that, dial or colloque. Since, because. For the time being. For now. Beirut. Seaport and capital of Lebanon, Pop. C.500,000. Bejewel. Enjoy. R, vt. Yield. Lead, eeling. To decorate with or as with jewels. Belabor. Appalier, vt1. To beat severely. 2. To attack verbally. 3. To labor, appoint, etc. Popular usage. Belated. Tardio, adjective. Tardy, belatedly. Adv. Belay. Retrsr, vt. 6. Laid, laying. Oe. Belecan, make fast. 1. To make, a rope, secure by winding around a cleat, etc. 2. To secure by a rope. 3. Not colloque. To hold, stop. Bel canto. It a style of singing with brilliant vocal display and purity of tone. Belch. Erupto, 6, vt. Oe. Bielkian. 1. To expel, gas, through the mouth from the stomach. 2. To throw forth violently. The volcano belched flame, and a belching. Beleaguer. Sisher, do. B. By and ledger, a camp. 1. To besiege by encircling. 2. To beset or harass. Belfast. Seaport and capital of Northern Ireland, Pop. 410,000. Belfry. Campanario, NPL. Fries. 1. A bell tower. 2. The part of a tower that holds the bell, s. Belg. 1. Belgian. 2. Belgium. Belgium. Belgica, Kingdom in W. Europe, 11,779 square mi, Pop. 9,499,000. Belgian adjective, n. Belgrade. Capital of Yugoslavia, Pop. 598,000. Belie. Dismentir, at lied, ling 1. To disguise or misrepresent 2. To leave unfulfilled 3. To prove false. Believe. Creencia, n. Oe. Gilia 1. Conviction that certain things are true 2. Religious faith 3. Trust or confidence 4. Creed or doctrine 5. An opinion, expectation, judgment. Believe. Creer, vt. Leaved, leaving, e.g. n1 to take as true, real etc. 2 to trust a statement or promise of, a person, 3 to suppose or think to have faith, in, believable adjective. Believer n. Belittle. Pequenisser, vt. Fled, ding to make seem little, less important, etc. Belittlement n. Bell. Campana, n. Oe bell 1. A hollow. Cup-like object, as of metal, which rings when struck 2. The sound of a bell 3. Anything shaped like a bell 4. Mud. A bell rung to mark the periods of the watch to attach a bell to dash 6. To become bell-shaped. Bell. Alexander Graham 1847–1922, U.S. inventor of the telephone, born in Scotland. Belladonna. N. It, beautiful lady, from cosmetic use 1. A poisonous plant of the nightshade family, source of atropine 2. Atropine. Bell bottom. Accompanadas, adjective flared at the ankles as trousers or slacks. Bellboy. A boy or man employed by a hotel, etc. to carry luggage and do errands, also bellhop. Belle. Bella, n. Father femme of beau, a pretty woman or girl. Belles lettres. Literatura, NPL. Father non-technical literature, as fiction, novels, poetry, drama, etc. Bellicose. Bellicoso, adjective. Bellicus, of war, quarrelsome, warlike bellicosity n. Belligerent. Belligerante, adjective. Bellum, war and gerera, carry on 1. At war 2. Of war 3. Warlike 4. Ready to fight or quarrel n. A belligerent person, group or nation. Belligerence, belligerency n. Belligerently adv. Bell jar. Or glass, a bell-shaped container made of glass, used to keep air, moisture, etc. in or out. Bellow. Agudos, 6 sing 1. To roar with a reverberating sound, as a bull 2. To cry out loudly, as in anger vt. To utter loudly or powerfully n. A bellowing sound. Bellow. Saul 1915, U.S. novelist. Bellows. Fuel, N1. A device that puffs out air by compression of its collapsible sides, used for blowing fires, in pipe organs, etc. 2. Anything collapsible like a bellows. Bellwether. Manso, N1. A male sheep, usually wearing a bell, that bellows leads the flock 2. A leader. Belly. Vientre, barriga, n. pt. Lies oe belg, leather bag 1. The part of the body between the chest and thighs, abdomen 2. The stomach 3. The underside of an animal's body 4. The deep interior, as of a ship vt. 6. Lied, lying to swell out. Bellyache. Dolor de barriga, and pain in the abdomen. Ached, aching slang to complain. Belly button. Ombligo, n. Caloque the navel, also belly button. Belly full n1. More than enough to eat 2. Slang all that one can bear. Belly laugh. Bar act, Colo 9.1 A hearty laugh belong 1 to have a proper place it belongs here, 2 to be related, 2, 3 to be a member, with 2, 4 to be owned, with 2. Belongings. Pertenencias, NPL possessions. Beloved. Amado, adjective dearly loved and a dearly loved person. Below. Debajo, adverb, adjective 1. In or to a lower place, beneath 2. Later, in a book, etc. 3 in or to hell 4. On earth 5. Under in rank, amount, etc. Preb. 1 lower than 2. Unworthy of.